Hi guys. So I am Jen Daniels. I'm one of the coaches on this team, and my topic that I wanted to talk with you about is getting comfortable with sharing your story on Instagram stories. So we all know that social media is all up in your face. There's Snapchat, there's Facebook Live, there's Instagram stories. And that's great. You get to form that connection with people that you've never met before. You start to learn their struggles and their own journey without even seeing them face to face, which is awesome. Except if you are completely terrified of sharing your own journey and your own struggles and showing your face in front of a camera, in front of strangers to see. That's terrifying. But you know what? It's all a part of the journey and the process. So I wanted to share some tips with you to help you get over that hurdle and to be more comfortable with sharing your stories on Instagram stories. So, first one, plan what you're going to say. I have this all written out. I'm not a pro. I don't know what I'm doing. Every day is different, but I plan out at least the beginning of my stories, and then it goes on from there. So, you need to make it valuable. You need to make sure that it is engaging. Are you telling the people some information? Are you being relatable? Like, you don't want to just be rambling on and talking about nothing, because people aren't going to connect with you that way. So you need to actually be saying something, sharing your journey, sharing a struggle, sharing a hurdle that you got over, and now you're so excited and you're so proud that you want to share it with all of these people. That's what people are going to relate to. Another one is give it a few tries. It's not going to come naturally. This is still awkward. I don't know what I'm doing. And I've done it a few times already. So it doesn't come naturally, and it won't until you start doing it over and over and over again and practicing and getting more comfortable with yourself and seeing your face and talking to yourself on camera. That's just weird, but that's what people need to see in order to form that bond and that connection with you. So another one is don't overdo it. I don't know about you, but when I click on Instagram stories and I see that there's 1,000 slides that I need to go through in order to see the message or the call to action that this person is trying to tell me, chances are I'm going to skip right over it, and I'm not even going to read their stories or listen to it. So you need to be able to hold the viewers and your audience's attention, and by doing that is the best number of slides is about 3 to 4. After that, they kind of fade out. So in order to keep them engaged and captured in what you're trying to say, about 3 to 4 is a good number. And kind of on the same note, do you ever listen to stories with the sound off? I do. Put my kids to bed, I just scroll through stories. If someone is just talking and there's no words that I can read when it's completely muted, I'm going to scroll right through it. So you need to pull out a few captions from your message or from each slide. Take a few top points or highlighter points that you're trying to get across and type it out. Just have those words. If it's a poll or if it's a question or if you're pulling a quote or something, people need to be able to read that without having to listen to your message and your story and your call to action. So if you want someone to do something, it needs to be there for them to actually click or to read without actually listening to it. So another one, be confident. I know it's so hard. It's so hard for me. I struggle daily. But even if you don't know what you're doing, you need to act like you do. People need to know that you know, or that you think that you know what you're doing, so that they can trust you with them. You know, you want to share your journey and you want to help people on their own journey. So if you're confident and you're like, yeah, I got this, I'm such a badass and like I can do anything, they're going to see that and be like, wow, she really knows what she's doing. Maybe she can help me. So that's a huge one. That should probably be number one. Be confident. So another one is playing back your stories. before you go and you post them, you need to watch what you just said. Did it make sense? Did you just ramble on? And if you find yourself rambling, maybe like I am right now, start over. Do it again. Swipe that one and just get rid of it and start over. So, bottom line, these are just a few tips, and I'm sure there's a million more out there, but these are what helped me kind of get over that hurdle. And I'm definitely not on the other side. I still don't know what I'm doing, and I get nervous every time I post, but these definitely help. If you can connect with your audience and your viewer, and you can be vulnerable, and they can learn to trust you, they will come to you and they will be comfortable with you when you send them an invite to a challenge group, or they might actually do your poll or send you a message or send you their emails to get more information about the challenge group. So it takes time. It still takes time, and you need to be patient and just be confident in yourself that you can do this, because you can. You're amazing, and people want to see your struggles and your successes and everything that you're going through on this journey, because that's what's relatable, and that's what will get people to come to you and to learn to trust you when you go to them. So I hope this helps.